Saving a life. Hear from one hero who had to pull his father out of the flames in a South LA fire. Plus, trends in toys. We'll give you some ideas for what to get the kids in your life this holiday season. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Michelle Valles in for Robin Winston. More on those stories in a moment, but first, a drug that could extend the life of your beloved family pet is one step closer to becoming a reality. A biotech firm in San Francisco called Loyal got word from the FDA Tuesday. The experimental injection is meant specifically for larger breeds who typically live several years less than smaller dogs. It targets a certain cellular mechanism in those large dogs that scientists believe contributes to their shorter lifespans. If the drug gets final approval, it could be available for veterinarians to prescribe by the year 2026. Disneyland is once again offering discounted tickets for Southern California residents, but you need to wait until after the holidays to visit the theme park. The discounted tickets can be used for 5 months from January 2nd through June 2nd. The lowest price option is a 3-day ticket for $225. It's valid Mondays through Thursdays. For $275, the 3-day pass can be used any day of the week. Let's get a check of the forecast with meteorologist Stephanie Olmo.
Hello, Michelle. Hello, everyone. And thanks for tuning in as we check out here what's in store as we now head toward the latter part of the work week. All right, we have that one disturbance sliding in here midweek into Thursday. And while that continues to depart, not a whole lot of moisture with it. Here comes another one sliding in. But this system remains well up to our north, bringing pretty steady precipitation in areas up to the north. But for us, we're looking at just really an increase of clouds in some spots and also the chance to see some isolated showers. Really not amounting to a whole lot as we check out the futurecast here. As we continue throughout the day on Thursday, you see, of course, some clouds, some peaks of sunshine, some specks of green here and there. So, of course, we cannot completely rule out the chance to see an isolated shower, maybe a slight snow shower across the higher elevations. And that threat continues into very early on Friday before things will be clearing out. We can expect more in the way of sun by Friday and much dry conditions, of course, as we head into the weekend with temperatures gradually warming. Back to you, Michelle.
More than a month after 4 Pepperdine University students were killed in a high-speed crash, the CHP is stepping up patrols along Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu. The city has reached an agreement with the Highway Patrol for additional resources in the city through the year 2025. So it means more officers and more cruisers up and down a stretch of PCH that people say has become far too dangerous.
There will be times when I'm just driving like on speed limit and other cars are speeding way past. And I just ask them like, what's the urgency about? Like, can't you just keep the speed limit a bit and just keep it safe?
They're not going to stop everything, but they're making a difference. We're hoping we pick off some of these people that are they're speeding, catch them, and send a message to everybody else that this is not where we want going on here in PCH.
People we spoke with who live and work in Malibu say added patrols will help, but say more needs to be done. They suggest limiting the number of cars that can park along PCH and installing pedestrian bridges in certain spots. The LAPD is interviewing at least a dozen witnesses after a man was shot and killed inside a restaurant at LA Live. Police say the shooter walked up to the man inside Fixin' Soul Kitchen Tuesday evening and opened fire. One witness told us he heard 3 gunshots. Another woman sitting not too far away was grazed by a bullet and was treated at the scene. The shooter took off, but police say they are confident that he'll be caught, given the apparent connection between him and the victim. Inspectors from the LA Fire Department flagged 23 of the city's freeway underpasses as potential fire hazards. They looked at dozens of them in an effort to prevent another fire similar to the one that damaged the 10 freeway a few weeks ago. That fire burned for hours at a storage yard beneath the freeway. Inspectors looked at 50 sites for potential fire code violations as well as improper storage of hazardous materials. The 23 properties have been referred to CAL FIRE, which has the jurisdiction over state-owned land. There's still no word on what started the huge fire in South LA that burned several homes. We spoke to one family who said they have lived here for 30 years. They lost everything. Hassan had to pull his dad out to safety. His dad is recovering from a stroke, and they barely escaped the fire.
Well, it's the second stroke he had, so he couldn't get up. And I had to drag him out from the house. We had the flames basically on the porch. My dad, he got a little burn it was not a that degree, but he got a little bit burned.
His dad went to the hospital. He is expected to be okay. 2 others were also injured. Nearly 20 people have to find another place to live now. The American Red Cross is offering temporary help. Students at 2 schools in Tustin will relocate to other campuses because of the fire that burned a historic hangar. The November 7th fire sparked health concerns about asbestos in the air. Crews are now in the process of demolishing the hangar and removing debris. 2 schools closest to the site, Heritage Elementary and Legacy Magnet Academy, remain closed. Heritage students will be moved to one of 7 other campuses in Tustin. Students at Legacy Magnet Academy will go to one of 2 schools. The LA City Council has approved a new law that will require hosts of short-term rentals, including Airbnbs and hotels, to get police permits. Yes, supporters of the proposal say the permit requirement will help the city crack down on party houses and illegal activities, but the permit process could create some new hurdles for short-term rental and hotel operators. It could also increase the workload of the Los Angeles Police Department, which issues those permits. Amazon is rolling out its own version of artificial intelligence services, Meet Q. It's Amazon's latest effort to challenge OpenAI and ChatGPT. Q is named after the character in the James Bond movies or the Star Trek TV shows, depending on which executive you ask. According to the company's website, Q can give you answers quickly, solve problems, generate content, and code, among other features. A preview period is available now through March. Fees will later start at $40 a month per person. An LA Charger teamed up with one of the largest providers of autism services to raise awareness about autism spectrum disorder. Easter Seals of Southern California provides therapies and a space of acceptance for children. Cornerback Isang Bassi says his older brother has autism, and his family always has had a special bond with Easter Seals, something he wants to pay forward.
So it's just amazing to be able to be back here and kind of see at the headquarters and see how big Easter Seals has grown and what all they can provide and help families with.
Bassi says it's especially important for him to reach communities of color, which he says experience additional hurdles when it comes to treatment. It's that time of year when kids are making their holiday wish list. So what are the trends this year? Gus Rosendale from NBC New York takes us inside the mothership, FAO Schwartz.
Hello, welcome to FAO. You're excited.
In an online world, the brick and mortar of FAO Schwartz at Rockefeller Plaza maintains an ageless appeal.
It inspires the childhood dream of writing to Santa and really hoping for that one special gift.
But what do you want can be a surprisingly tough question without an easy answer. If you could have anything for Christmas, what would it be?
That's a hard question.
So we asked about trends to help you come up with shopping ideas that go beyond the obvious electronic answers.
Xbox. A phone.
Turns out kids, according to store management, are trending towards mature and active, seeking out grown-up and creative experiences.
They want to be like their parents, so we're seeing a huge trend in fashion activity role play. So where kids will want to dress up like mom or dad.
You see?
Making your own putty, its own kind of choose-your-own adventure.
Who wants to pull? You want to try it? Okay, you pull. All right, pull.
What brings you to the toy store today? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for clothes for my Build-A-Bear. I left her at the hotel though.
Emma and I are considering outfits for her stuffed rabbit named Rainbow.
And you travel around with all these clothes?
Yeah.
You're a good mom.
Even classics like stuffed animals take on a new level of responsibility when they're marketed as adoptable, and extensive wardrobes are a must.
You need more hangers?
Yeah, I need some more hangers because I'm a few hangers short.
And maybe when all is said and done, that's what the season is about. Kids want to be a little adult-like, and adults want to be kids.
Is the experience and the environment that you can't replicate online.
And what an experience. What a gift when the boss pays you to play.
Gus had more fun than the little kids. All right, well, now is the time of year where families get together to enjoy Christmas movies. And whether you believe it's a Christmas movie or not, Die Hard is making its case by coming back to theaters ahead of the holidays. It's been 35 years since the film came out, making Bruce Willis a star. The action movie takes place on Christmas Eve. It kicked off a franchise that included 4 sequels. You can see it on an AMC screen starting Friday, December 8th. The TSA has released its Positively Cute 2024 canine calendar. 15 winners were chosen, with more than 1,000 detective dogs across the U.S., and 2 pups are from LAX. Lubo Lugo is featured in June. Aside from his irresistible smile, he aspires to be an actor and idolizes Buddy from the film Air Bud. If that's not cute enough, don't forget to take a look at the back cover for Duke DeLuke. Duke loves wet grass and enjoys karaoke in the car with his handler. These dogs are crucial to detecting explosives and helping deter terrorism across our airports. Universal Studios Hollywood is celebrating the holidays with Grinch Miss. NBC4 meteorologist Melissa McGee spent time at the park during our newscast Tuesday and made a new friend.
Merry Grinch Miss! And a happy holidays.
He has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. But what it will do, bring in more clouds and cool us back down. High desert communities, 59. We've got 71 for the low desert communities tomorrow.
That's right. That's right. I have the microphone, therefore I have the power. Now, Cindy, what was it that you saw? I've been cut off.
Yes. Melissa took back the power. You know what? You too can meet the Grinch at Universal Studios Hollywood through January 1st. Universal Studios and NBC4 are owned by the same parent corporation, Comcast. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. Thanks for watching The Rundown.